Well, the time has finally come. We have everything that we need to descend into the entrance of Bleak Inlet. And yeah, so on this episode of The Long Dark, we are going to descend and explore, well, a new area for me. I haven't gotten into Bleak Inlet in this way, so yeah, I know that I have stepped down into the ravine on a playthrough, and it was actually changed a little bit. So if you've been down there but you haven't been down there recently, just be aware that it has changed somewhat. You're probably asking, where are you going? Yeah, I'm going to step up here just real quickly and look inside of these box cars. I'm just curious. Along in that little river there's also cattails, nice survival necessities. I should probably hit them. I don't know what this side of Bleak Inlet is going to have to offer. With the high loot setting that Stalker brings, well, high in comparison to Interloper, I would imagine that we are good. So we will use those just as emergency buffers for our well-fed buff. It's usually a good idea just to walk around with a couple of hundred calories just to be able to consume. Uh-huh. Well, all that running around that we did was for nothing.
Ended up being useful.
I mean, yeah, we got to see some uh, other areas, but yeah, sorry. Hope it wasn't too terribly bad. We didn't die, so we just came about it the long way. Yeah, I know that I'm over encumbered now. We're not going to take all this down in there with us. I just want to move it over to where we'll be able to see it, because we will be coming, well, barring dying, we will be coming back up and going back this direction. We will not have to go back into Coastal Highway again, but we do have to go back through Mystery Lake. So we may find that we need some of this stuff, or we may not. This may be a complete waste of time and effort. Apparently that's what this Let's Play is all about. Wasting time and expending effort. The snowfall worries me a little bit. This could turn into a rather significant storm. It has been known to happen. Alright, so we are here. I'm going to drop the lesser condition. We'll drop the rope. This is actually just over encumbered us. I was going to drop this lantern fuel. I don't know. That we're going to be going in any kind of caves or any significantly dark areas. We're going to need more charcoal than that. But yeah, with that, I will drink a coffee just to help lessen the blow on our fatigue, even though we're going down. But here we go. Now this is a rather long climb. Coming back up can be challenging. We do have a stem. We could have saved our energy drink for this climb, but nonetheless, you need to be well rested before you attempt this climb. Okay, so we're in the ravine. Again, I think this is an area where there is not any predators. It's potentially the last words of a dying man. We will see. And I do not know whether it is we climb out, whether it is that we walk out. We will find this out together. I am essentially stepping into new territory with you. Okay, this is a really huge find. This is here on any difficulty level. It's definitely a good emergency defense tool. So before we go too far, let's go ahead and reload it. And let's continue. You know what, just in case.
I need to drop something.
Uh-huh. That means we just over encumbered ourselves. Okay, so this should be familiar to anybody that's kind of stepped down into this environment. Obviously our dear friend, our cave here. See how much has changed. Yeah, you still got the bed. It's not a bed roll, but it's an outdoor, I don't know, spruce pine bed. I don't know what it would be. The snow is actually getting heavier. And wow, okay, well, let's leave the ravine. And here we are in Bleak Inlet. I'm not sure exactly where we are. We are clearly at the summit of the ravine's end. So we have two terrain indicators. There's a terrain indicator. There's a terrain indicator. They're prompting us to go clearly in one of those directions. I'm not sure which direction we need to go in. I'm hoping that this snowfall doesn't turn into something more significant, but yeah, this is the long dark. So I will step back under here first. I would say this was the wrong direction. Yeah. Okay, good to know. Although this could be a nice area to get out of. Well, it's not going to blizzard on us, but it would be a nice area to get out of a blizzard. So I guess that leaves one indicator for us to follow. Yeah, because that looks pretty much closed off as well. No, so we don't have the cloth. So I was thinking if we had the materials to build a snow shelter, but we don't have the cloth, so that's not even an issue unless we begin to tear up our clothing. The wind is picking up. Oh, okay, there's a tower. Oh, there's a wolf. That is not probably an ordinary wolf. That is probably a timber wolf. Actually, those are timber wolves. I don't know how much of this I want to do in the middle of an early beginning blizzard. Right now, I would be happy to find shelter. In some ways, regular wolves seemingly can be more dangerous because they're just setting right out to eat you, whereas timber wolves, they're trying to circle you and kind of bewilder you and nip at you, and yeah, so you actually have a little bit more time to break the morale of the timber wolf pack with this handgun. It would not be a tall tale or ordeal to do that.
Wonder if this is any good to eat.
Water, firewood. All right. So, yes, we are here. Right now, it's the weather that's concerning me most.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
I just don't want to sleep that close to the front of the cave. But we're going to go ahead and lay down and just take a nap. For, let's say, 2 hours. And we're going to go ahead and top off just to lighten our burden just a little bit. And then we're going to go ahead and forge ahead. Being in Bleak Inlet, that was terrifying. The weather patterns here are just extremely brutal. We do now know where this cave is at and can retreat to shelter if necessary. But I want to get into the watchtower. I seen them over there. It looks like we're just going to have to confront them. I just want to find a decent place to confront them. Preferably not being all sprained up. Although if I could get close, you could take one out. Oh, there's a third one. See, a sprained wrist is definitely not what you want at this moment in time. Okay, so I potentially have counted 4. Let's see if I can just... didn't even scare him. I guess until they have... registered you, there's not even really an ability to be able to engage. That don't make no sense to me. Alright, well, yeah. Nothing. Okay, and I don't even think that is the main area that I'm searching for. There should be another. There's a place where we could use that rope. I think that takes you down into the main part of Bleak Inlet, if I am understanding correctly. So a rope find here would definitely cut down our back travel significantly. Yeah, see those gunshots. If those were normal wolves, we would have scattered them. But clearly, they're not impressed. So, yeah. Hey, let's check this supply bin. Pensive lookout. Okay, well, yeah, we can't see much. So I think there's this lookout, and then there's a ranger station, maybe. I'm not sure. Hey, there's a rope. I'm not going to lug it, but we know that that's there. This could be the ranger station. Knife. Cloth.
This'll come in.
Bandage. Huh. Books. We're not going to grab a whole bunch of books, I don't think. We will take that coffee, thank you very much. Yeah, just as I was thinking, there's plenty of food. So I'm confused just a little bit. I wonder if we need a... No, I'm just going to begin to start speculating now. So, yeah.
That'll come in handy.
Gunsmithing. I know that we need a code. So, I don't know if this is the only location up here. I hear you. Time of day it is. Okay, it's about to start getting dark. We'll go ahead and go through our inventory just a little bit, see what we can get rid of. Yeah, we probably, hopefully, we won't need that many antibiotics. Potentially with our teas, our ability to be able to make teas, we shouldn't need any of those. We can scrap that for cloth. I'm not going to worry about it. And that's the same condition. I'm not going to worry about that. Pants are a little low. Shirt's a little low. But all in all, we're good. We got just a ton of edibles and drinkables. Probably a literal ton. We'll drop the lesser conditioned knife. Alright, so with that, we can only cook one item at a time here. See, what I would really like to be able to see a little bit more clearly outside. I think right around there where the wolves are protecting, there's another hut or another another building. Inevitably, we're going to have to confront them.
I think I can use this.
We're going to see if we can't go ahead and hang this rope. And here's our first timber wolf encounter. So I shot that one. And then here comes his family. Alright, there's one. So if you kill one, it automatically breaks their morale. And I think it permanently, or at least until respawn, diminishes their population. So yeah, this definitely leads down to the lower part, obviously, of Bleak Inlet. We are not ready to go yet, so we essentially cannot leave here until we have found the code. So I'm going to go ahead and reload right here and let them know what happens when they mess with me if they decide to come back. Not too terrible, was it?
I could use this.
Well, that's our goal, is to use that. I'm gonna go ahead and step up here. So it's actually a radio tower that we should be binding, I do believe. You think you would see it, but I see it. Just look down there, there's a dilapidated road. Fenced in area. I would probably have to go out on a limb and say that that's where we're going to need to be. Looks like this way goes there. So this sapling, it's a maple sapling. That is, if you're trying to make a bow and arrow, that is actually the bow part of that. The birch saplings that I have curing in the cave are actually for the arrows. Again, we have firearms. So, oh, I see that wolf. He's still running around crazy. Let's see if we got anything to write home to Mom about.
This stuff will come in handy.
I'm surprised it's a red flare. No battery. No battery. Yeah, he must be stuck up in there.
What have we here?
Cardboard matches. That one's all banged up. All right. Well, maybe he got scared the creepers out of me. He's still caught in his flee mode, which is a good thing. He's in flee mode, I'm in pee mode, you know. It just happens. Yeah, that was a lot. Alright, so we are in the radio control hut. This is precisely what we were looking for.
That'll come in handy.
That's definitely a better pair of socks. Oh yes, another emergency stem. More pain meds. We're being watched by Big Brother. Another expedition parka.
Thank goodness.
Another military coat. We left the military coat, but we did take the energy drink this time. We're going to, well, I guess we won't have to climb back up through the ravine. But we're going to save that this time for a more opportune moment. Alright, so, request extraction. Wolves everywhere. I feel your pain, brother. So, chased out of the muskeg to the coast. All predator deterrents failed. No food left. Going to check out the worksite down below Tower 12 for supplies. Use code 1540 to bypass security doors. Hurry. Sector 12 tower failure. Remote service to automated relay. Extreme predator threat. Alright, so this is the code. It does you no good just to have the code. You have to actually come up here and retrieve the code. Communication report found. This is what tells you, or tells the game, yep, you are now worthy to enter into the factory district, or whatever we would call that, the working area. Okay.
This'll come in handy.
Not so much. Maybe in times past. Maybe an interloper, but we're not going to be around long enough to worry about making bows and arrows. Nope, there's no bed in here. Let me see what time it is. It's about to be dark. Yeah. So I think we'll just throw down our bedroll, get us some shut-eye, and then enter into the bottom. So we'll conserve our fuel. Let's see, do we have, I think we have, did we carry the fuel? No, we dropped the fuel, didn't we? We did drop the fuel. Okay. We'll do that. We'll go ahead and let's look, because we're going to be here for the night, so we can actually do some of our lesser. Eat that peanut butter. It's at 20. We will go and eat that dog food. Alright, with that we'll drink some water, which we have way too much of, but we've been doing alright. We'll have to drink again in the morning, so we'll replenish our calories and drink some more water, and that'll bring our encumbrance down even more. I don't think it matters where you wear your socks. Let's try to repair before it's dark. Okay. And then we'll just make sure, okay, so we have our best socks already on our feet. We're going to go ahead and harvest these. Alright, so that's all of our clothing situated. Let's go ahead and prepare these. We're either going to need to brew our teas or drop them. We're starting to carry way too many drinkables. That's a good half a pound, and yeah, that's building up to about half a pound. So we got just a pound of unusable teas right now. I know it's not much, but it continues to add up. We got extra flare that we don't need, extra can. Anyway, before we begin to worry about all that, we're going to go ahead and we'll drink this soda. And we'll sleep. We'll try to get a good 10 hours. And we are fully woke. And it's almost morning time, but not quite. We will let me check out my calories here. Yeah, by eating that, I can get a little bit more thirsty. We can drink a significant amount of water. we will pick up our bedroll and still be over encumbered. We are not quite to daytime yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass time for just about an hour. I'll go ahead and cancel it there. And oh. Let's see how long this is. It's a 5-hour book. We're going to put 2 hours in now. Okay, so it's relatively light outside. We're going to go ahead and push out. Yeah, I might just be a little bit nervous. Though I'm pretty sure we can handle them. I see him coming. Still not like, yay, let's go encounter some timber wolves today. Oh, that's actually a deer. Alright, so hopefully this will be our final descent. We definitely need to free up some encumbrance. So just over 6 pounds. We could drop a flare. We could drop a can. We're going to drop our water. We're going to drop all but one. That'll give us the ability now to go ahead and go down again. I'm going to drink a coffee. And here we go. So this looks like a relatively long climb. It's at least a 2-stage climb. So if we need to come back out this way, we're going to have to make sure again that we are well rested. We're going to try to hold on to that Go energy drink. Just in case, for whatever reason, we do got to leave. I'm not anticipating it. I'm not anticipating this series going more than just a few more episodes. I would like to get down in here into the factory area, and then we will begin to wait for an aurora, and we'll just see exactly how everything works. There are some hidden areas within this portion of Bleak Inlet. Some areas where you have bramble bushes blocking some routes that when I was here I was doing as the dead sleep, and I see them over there. I did not have a hatchet, so I was not able to penetrate and access that area. But that'll again be a different playthrough. Maybe I'll hang on to this playthrough, and yeah, if you want to see more, yeah, just comment down below. I can always reboot and do more exploring on this playthrough. But yeah, right now we're heading to well, actually we're heading right towards a bear spawn. Have it to be a horrible way to go out. But we're really just avoiding those timber wolves. They were just like the wind in the direction that we needed to go. It's a little bit higher of a ledge than I want to just go running off of. And over there is where we're going. The danger is not over yet by any means. That in and of itself is going to be a trial. There is a pack of timber wolves within there defending the area. If you remember in the memo, that's why he had to leave. Alrighty, and yeah, here we are. We're in the final stage of making it through into the factory section of Bleak Inlet, seeing what it's like to craft some ammunition, actually completing what they call an environmental code to make all this possible. We are early on in the day. I may do some inventory management before we head out. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and step out. And then I'm going to step back in and use that as a save point to go ahead and end this episode here. In the next episode, we are going to push off and try to get into the factory area and wait on our Aurora. So thanks for stopping by. If you liked it, give it that thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. And until next time, yeah, try to stay out of the dark.